crash, and he's sorry to say, homie's dead and gone. It ain't fun having to bury your little baby cousin because she was run over by a school bus when she was such a beautiful pearl. Smile was illuminated, and now her skull is crushed in. It ain't fun being so young and so full of emotions. The kind us kids feel, it makes no sense. Happiness, joy, nah, that came and went. Sorrow, tears, that's all we have left. So, before you start criticizing our generation for the violence, I want you to stop talking. Moment of silence. Listen to the sound of my voice. Can you feel the beat of my heart? I'm a human, a citizen, just like you, and I know that we need a new start. See, but this change ain't gonna happen overnight, and if we want something done, then we must do it right. We need you, Trenton, to stand up and help us fight, so we can all see our city in a brand new light. Yeah. We are a city, bound up in chains, just watching our brothers and sisters be slain. Yes, yes. I know you're tired of all this change. Stand up with me, let's make this change. Yeah. Yeah, I know I'm just one person, but if just one pebble in the water can set a sea in motion, then imagine the commotion that we can make. Yeah. My favorite Disney Channel phrase, if we show just a little love, then heaven knows what we can change. So, if each and every one of us becomes a pebble in the mighty waters of Trenton, we can make a mighty wave. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Jocelyn Stewart, the directors and coordinators of the Trans March Against Gun Violence. First speaker up here, sorry. Peace and greetings. I would like to ask whoever my elders are in the audience for permission to speak. Thank you. Also would like to give thanks and praise to the Creator, because without Him, none of us would be here today. And in honor of that, I also would like to, the permission of my National Youth Minister, Divine Allah, as well as my National Field Marshal, King Shamir, to speak on behalf of the New Black Panther Party. Thank you. Family, I'm going to make it quick, swift and sharp. That's one of the things we say in the New Black Panther Party. When we speak of swift, and sharp, we're talking about movements, mind states and thoughts. You have to be swift and crisp in this, swift and crisp in this community these days with the way you move. You have to think on your feet. You have to know that if we don't stand up, clean up, and wake up, it's not going to be a change. You can't think that rallying don't make a difference, because without the people, there's never going to be a change. But Panther is for the people, by the people. And we need your help. We've been doing this for a long time. We've been on the ground since 2005 with our Stop the Violence Anti-Violence Coalition movement. And very few have came out to support us. But now that things are getting thicker, people are coming out in droves, and we appreciate that. But we need churches, we need reverends, we need lawyers, we need doctors, we need nurses, we need law-abiding citizens, we need police officers. We don't want you to think in the New Black Panther Party we don't believe in law enforcement. We just believe in proper law enforcement. Because police brutality is violence too. Domestic violence is violence too. Child abuse is violence too. So if you're not taking care of home, you are part of the problem. So I need my brothers out here to stand up, clean up, and wake up and start manning up and going to work and getting a job and taking care of your sisters out here. If you're not able to get a job, there's programs set up in place that you can go to get help. You can go to City Hall. You can go to the State House. If you got to go to the mayor's office, knock on the door and say, I'm willing to work. Because I don't want to be a victim to this violence. You don't put a gun in a brother's face that looks just like you to take what he don't have and to come out here and get what? We're killing each other for 200s. We're killing each other for 4-wheelers. We're killing each other for things that don't make none difference because you can't take it to the grave. We buried my mother a year ago today. And my father has a big house, 3 cars, but none of it went in the casket. So what I'm trying to tell you, my black brothers and sisters, is to get black to your natural roots. We can't be afraid of Africanism. That is one of our main sources. We are afraid to be black. And when we say black power, we do not say that in a racist form. We're saying to build up, defend, and define the best interests of your community. Let's get it real. This community is almost 70% black. If you don't have a black curriculum in the schools, if you don't have a black curriculum in the homes, you're going to still see each other, excuse my expression, as bitches and dogs and niggas. But until you understand that he's a king, she's a queen, she's an earth, you are never going to stop this violence. I want you to understand that Marcus Garvey put his life on the line. The new Black Panther Party, original party, put their life on the line. Sojourner Truth and Harriet Tubman put their life on the line. Ida B. Wells, you are walking in the footsteps of great people who are our ancestors. We all come from Mecca. I don't care who you are. Everything comes from black. And we need to get black to the basis and understand, once you start teaching a young brother that they are African, that they are a person who comes from greatness and royalty, he's never going to respect his fellow man. We are sisters and brothers out here. We're all cut from the same cloth. This young woman should not have lost her son by the hands of another man that looks just like him. But not knowing that that was his brother, he doesn't see him but nothing as a nigga. And I hate to say those words, but it's the truth. I need my sisters to start being parents. Don't worry about what's going on in the club and in the street. Don't worry about how your hair looks, how your nails look. I need you to worry about your kids eating a proper breakfast. I'm sick of oodles and noodles and these little 50-cent juices. We're making the corner stores rich off of cigarillos. You're giving the person who is not a part of your community more money to do nothing with than you're putting back in the community to do what you need to be doing with. Just think about how many cigarillos you're buying at the end of the day. How much money are these corner stores making off your self-destruction? With your mind high and your pockets low and your pants falling off your back, you can't even run from each other. I really need you to understand, my brothers, I love you unconditionally. We say love to life, not to death. Because death do us part. And that's what we're doing right now. We're tearing each other apart. I want my sisters, like I said, start teaching your children at home. Don't wait for the teacher to be the parent. She only is going to work to do a job that she's paid to do. At the end of the day, you got to hope that she sees it bigger than that. We don't have a lot of ladies mothers in the school system. We don't have a lot of Dr. Washingtons in the school system. So we need the parents to already have the kids on point before they get to class. We need our people to understand that being black is powerful. Just imagine how much money you spend on Mother's Day at Red Lobster. Imagine if you took all that money and put it black into your community. These bodegas are, they're our sisters and brothers. The Puerto Rican people, the Asian people, we're all from the same cloth. But at the same time, they don't live in our communities like we live in our communities. So when you don't own a store in your community, you have nothing. So how can it be your hood? It ain't, the hood is on your head and it's over your eyes. Because the only hood you're representing is ignorance. If you really want to own something, go down to some of these city hall meetings, buy up these dilapidated houses, become a landlord, and give your sister a place to live. Ain't nothing reason why a black man and sister cannot be a business owner. You can be a business owner, sisters and brothers. So I need you to start taking your livelihood back, taking your community black, being parents, being black, and don't be afraid to be black. Black is power. So all power to the people. In the name of my ancestors, I want to say I love you all. I don't want to see any more victims. Unfortunately, we can't stop it tonight. But these faces I see today, I want to see every time we're out here in these streets. And I want you to give a round of applause to the mothers who had the strength to come out here and stand up, because once the funeral is over, it ain't over for them. It's lifelong for these women and these fathers and these children who are victims of gun violence because they're losing their daddies. So I need you to tell these women you love them. And don't be afraid to tell each other, I love you. There's nothing wrong. You can't get more gangster than telling another man you love him. So I want you to tell these sisters up here you love them and that you will stand by them from now to whenever until we get our cities back. Black power, long live Khalid Abdul Muhammad.
You ready? All right. All right, it's a short song, y'all. Trenton, New Jersey. What has become of thee? And mama's crying, oh, where's my baby boy? And daddy's crying, no, where's my baby girl? And baby's crying, no, where's my mama? Where's the love in our city? Where's the love in our city? Yeah. Did Trenton, New Jersey, what have become of thee? Did Trenton, New Jersey, what have become of thee? Mother's killing mothers, and fathers killing fathers. Did Trenton, New Jersey, what have become of thee? I'm crying out, oh, for my city. Ooh, crying out, oh, for my city. I'm crying out, oh, for my city. Where's the love in my city? Where's the love in my city? Yeah, crying out, oh, where's the love in my city? Where's the love in my city? Yeah, where's the love in my city? Where's the love in my city? Where's the love in my city? Where's the love in our city? You're the love in the city. You're the love in the city. You're the love in the city. I'm crying out, with love, you're the love in 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 your city. Trent, stand up.
Thank everybody for coming out. I personally love black people to life. I'm never going to be ashamed of loving us. But we have to do better, black people. First of all, I do want to let everybody know, I just turned 40 years old 3 days ago. Yeah. So I am happy that my mother and father, though I lost him at age 16, I'm the baby that was 4, was able to raise 3 young black men. We made it past 21, we made it past our 30s, and I'm the last of my siblings to reach 40. Hopefully I have 40 more. But I started working on this role right here when I was 17 years old, when I first got a sense of knowledge of who I was, and that's what it boils down to. If you don't have knowledge of your history, your culture, your background, a value system, though I had a lot of trials and tribulations along the way, but there are a few people that are sitting behind us that, you know, slapped me upside my head, that pulled my coat, pulled me into a corner, set me in a chair and told me, brother, do it this way. Brother, look at it this way. And I'm happy I was able to, and still am able to listen to that wisdom, like the scripture says, elders for wisdom and youth for war. That's how I understand it, and that's what I do. And I can't be ashamed that I just have this thing for being on the front line for us, because it's really, though we say it's not about black and white, and I understand that argument totally. Believe me, I didn't go to college, I didn't learn all the information in school for nothing. I understand when we say it's not about black and white. But I've traveled enough through damn near every inner city in America, and all of them look like Trenton. They look like Camden. They look like Newark. They look like Patterson. They look like Elizabeth. They look like Weekway Park. They look like the other side of Calwater Park. And all of those areas are majority us. Now it's easy to say it's not about black and white, but I know there's nobody black on the high end but our president, but the president, who's controlling a lot of what goes on in these prison systems, in this educational system. And I know a lot of times we don't want to get into that, but some of us have to be logical. Some of us have to be reasonable. Some of us got to put things into perspective. I'm a fan of weapons. I'm not going to lie. But the weapons don't kill, it's people that kill. Every weapon I got my hand on did not say made in Trenton. And when I lived in East Orange, none of those weapons said made in East Orange. Some of them said made in Czechoslovakia, made in Israel. Now, I'm going to ask the question. For those of us, I see some college students out here, political science majors and psychology majors. Does the people in Czechoslovakia have something against the people in Trenton? Do people in Germany have something against people in Trenton? Do people in Israel have something against people in Trenton? Well, how come every gun that's found by these police officers say made in those countries? But nobody's checking that. It's easy to blame my little nephew that hangs out on the boulevard. It's easy to blame somebody's grandson who's sitting up here. It's easy to blame the little homie who's 15 who ain't seen daddy in 8 years. It's easy to blame little Shaniqua, who ain't seen mommy since Monday when the lights went out. She just saw her yesterday when she ran into her mom and shot right with another man buying food in for his house. See, we don't put that into perspective of why this violence is going on, y'all. In the word violence is the word lie, is the word live, and is the word vile. And most of us are living a lie. Some of us out here right now ain't got bills paid. Some of us out here right now know we got a nephew who got a gun in that bedroom. Some of us out here right now know we got a daughter that got pregnant by somebody who's 8, 10 years older than her. We don't want to say nothing about it. Oppression is hurting, y'all. It hurts to hurt. So we got to put into perspective when these young boys who know ain't got no sense, when they get their hand on something that they feel that gives them power, like Nas said, I gave you power, I made you buck wild. When these young brothers get their hand on a gun, and none of us took the time out to teach them anything. We walk right by them every day. We drive right by them every day, going to work saying, oh, he ain't nothing. And we never take them and say, young brother, I love you. Young sister, I love you. Young sister, you need some help with them babies, them 3 babies. I know Miss such and such talking about you, but I'm here to help you. See, this is what I hear because I live on the boulevard right in the gut of it. And I know what grandmom thinks about her grandson. I know what auntie's saying about her nephew. I know what unc's saying about nephew. And I know what some fathers think of their sons. And I know what some mothers think of their daughters. This is not a game, black people. I know we want to come. It's a beautiful rally. It's a beautiful thing to see black people, all these faces. But death is imminent, y'all. Stopping the violence is not guaranteed. Having a good job, having a nice car, a nice house, none of that's guaranteed. The only guarantee we have in between that dash, once we born and once the day we die, the only guarantee we have is death. So we got to cherish this life. Put things in perspective, black people. I know I see some of them question marks above y'all heads. I don't want to take it too far, but put it all into perspective, y'all. We being miseducated in the educational system, and that educational system does exist in Trenton. We've been miseducated through religion. We've been miseducated through politics. Y'all see the situation right here in Trenton. When the head is out of whack, the body is out of whack. I'm gonna end with this. In the last days, come on, pastors, help me out. In the last days, I shall pour out of my spirit upon all flesh. Your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, your old men shall dream dreams, and your young men and women shall have vision. these young sisters here had a vision. I wanted to play the background. I don't need to talk. I've been doing the work. When I heard these young sisters was heading this thing, I said, now the youth got it. And what I don't want to see happen, and it always has happened, I've seen it for 17 years working in this city, is some of these old heads attempt to co-opt the energy and the fervor that these young people have trying to put this fight where it's supposed to be. Don't tell them they shouldn't let Divine Allah speak. Don't tell them they shouldn't let Andrew Bobbitt or Darren Freedom speak. Don't tell them they shouldn't invite Kathy McBride. Once they come with that, it's being co-opted. Huh? The young people have the fire and do not put the fire out. Dr. King was in his teens. Huey P. Newton was in his teens. Malcolm X was in his teens when they started. Huh? But it was always somebody in their 40s and 50s said, nah, young person, don't say it that way. You might make somebody mad. We ain't gonna get them jobs. It ain't about no job. If your job don't let you off when it's time to rally, you don't need that job. Huh? If your job get mad because you're taking off too much to go feed people in your community, you don't need that job. It's simple as that. I'm gonna leave it at that, y'all. Y'all know, not long but strong. I don't play with this issue. It's too serious. When I leave here, I gotta go walk past somebody who I know is packing. So my mindset gotta be right when I'm walking these streets. And I can't call every one of them animals. I gotta greet them with love just like I greet my mom when I see her. Huh? We gotta show them love regardless to whom or what. They still our brothers. We gotta love them more than they hate themselves. And hate is not, we're not born hateful. It's something we learn. It's something we learn, y'all. I love y'all to life. Though it's cold, it's going to get colder. I'll see y'all Sunday, November 18th, every third Sunday, the Trenton Anti-Violence Coalition. We somewhere in the hood, on somebody's block, shutting it down. We don't care where it's popping at. Come on out and get with us. Do not let it begin here, and do not let it stop here. I love y'all. Respect to all the mothers and the fathers. Don't forget some of the fathers who out there that losing their sons too. Bring this all together, family. We got a lot of work to do. Let's turn this into a school's tour. Let's do something with this so we do not lose this fire, y'all. Love yourself. Wake up, clean up, stand up, stop the killing, start some healing. It's not, don't clap. Please don't clap. Use that energy today when you go home and put something on the ground tomorrow so we can get to work and start saving our brothers and sisters out here in the street. Thank you.
For those we lost in 9/11, soon we gon' see you in heaven. Yeah, and to my people still here, gotta stand up against our fears. Life's so hard. How many out there y'all know life's so hard out there? You know that life's so hard. DDC, legacy, come on down.
People dying from our hate. No one ever choosing their own fate. Trading life for $10 in the fix. Who knew life would be based on the bricks, or based on the bullet, or a trigger if you pull it? It's a shame we're taking our people through it. Streets stay heated as your soul is defeated. Your very life is deleted. Dear United States, your unlawful existence. Life flashing for your eyes in the instant. Y'all really need to listen. The U.S. government's a bunch y'all kissing. Gotta get on your grind. Everybody's starting to fall on hard times. Yeah, it's hurting these rhymes. Everybody come together to stop the crime.
So hard, so hard. Tell me why we can't get no job. So late, all my days just end in stress. Tell me why we gotta live in disaster. Everybody's searching for an answer. Life's so hard, so hard. Can you tell me why life's so hard? Tell me.
Obama or Mitt Romney, any way you vote, we need to change the economy. Yeah. Gas prices off the rockets, BSC and G breaking everybody's pockets. I'm tired of hearing about the streets, tired of seeing rest in peace, tired of seeing the deceased. Trying to change the world like Malcolm. If we come together, imagine what would be the outcome. To the United States, we live in a world instead of love, everybody wanna hate. Too much violence, the drugs taking over. This ain't the place I want my son or my daughter. 12 years old selling crack on the streets, getting chased from school, everybody wanna beef. Cops is cooking, a life took it. Somebody got the answer, ain't nobody left.
So hard, so hard. I can't get no job. So mad.
He's cold as hell. He wasn't, he was like,
why we gotta live
Is everything the same? Truth remains, gotta make a change. I cry when I see the homeless on the streets, no food to eat, winter time cold with no heat. If I could, I would take them all in, dance to carry me, show them what it's like to have a family. We need to wake up before it's too late. I'm searching for great, making changes God didn't create.